This is Marty Jalove with Master Happiness, trying to help you navigate along your paths of happiness. Now, talking about paths, those of you who know me know that I love walking my dog, Jack. We try to walk about 3 miles every day. It's fantastic. It gets me out of the house. I get to breathe in all this fresh air. I get the sunshine. Plus, it just clears my head. It's just a great way to get away. And I encourage everyone to go out and just walk. It's invigorating. But one of the things I've noticed lately on these walks is I started noticing trash, litter. Not a lot, just a little bit. But you know what? Even a little bit of trash is too much. That trash, when I see it on the street, it tends to depress me a little bit. I look at it and go, this is just terrible. Like, why would somebody just litter the world like this? I started thinking about trying to pick it up, but I don't want to pick it up with my hands and get my hands dirty. I want to improve the world, though, the community where I walk. And I started thinking about an old Boy Scout leader of mine who used to say, leave the campsite cleaner than when you got there. Leave the campsite cleaner than when you got there. What he was talking about was, of course, pick up our own mess, because we were there. But if you see something that someone else left out there that didn't belong there, pick that up and throw that away as well. So I thought, why not do that in my community? Since I'm walking there and I see the trash, why not do something about it? So what I started doing was I bought one of those grabber devices, one of those things that pinch things and you could pick up garbage. And I started walking with a garbage bag and the grabber, and I started picking up garbage. And I'll tell you, it's the coolest thing because it's therapeutic. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're accomplishing something. And before you know it, I found myself looking around for the garbage. I'm targeting in on it in front of me, looking for it, something to pick up, because I knew I was doing something positive. But the nicest thing was to be able to look behind me and see that what I was doing was I was leaving a world cleaner than the world I was entering. I was doing something that was greater. Okay, I was actually picking stuff up, and what I was leaving behind for other people was a nicer community, a cleaner campsite, a cleaner community. And I thought, this is really making me happy, very excited. How can I expand upon this? Where else can I use that same adage of leaving the campsite cleaner than when I got there? And I thought, well, what about my careers, the companies I worked for? What about the companions, the relationships I've been in? And what about just simple conversations? Now I thought to myself, some of the careers I've worked at, the companies I worked for, and the companions I've had in the past, maybe I've said some things negative about them. And that's trash that once it's given out, once it's put out there, it can't be taken back. And I look back and I say, isn't there a better way for me to leave a positive memory? And I think all of those companies I worked for, those companions, those people I've been in relationships with that have come and gone for one reason or another, they've made me the person that I am today. So why wouldn't I think of them in a positive light? And why wouldn't I speak about them in a positive light? Isn't that just exactly what we want to do? We want to leave those things behind us. We want to be able to look back into our past positively and say, yes, I had some wonderful times. Sure, we always have negative times. I understand it. There's plenty of things that make us angry, plenty of things that make us sad and fearful. That has happened to me so often. But the memories I really want to have are those that are positive, those that make me happy. I don't want to forget those other things because I don't want to repeat things that make me angry, sad, or fearful. But I do want to concentrate. I want to fill my head with positive memories. So, like I said, those companies I worked for helped me grow and become the person I am. Those relationships that I've been in helped me become who I am today and make me a better person. I learned from my mistakes and became a better person. And that's what it's about. And what I've learned, I'm able to pass on to other people. And I want you to do the same thing. And what about just conversations? Think about this. When I'm walking Jack and I see people, I smile at them, I nod my head, say hello. Sometimes they don't answer back. And it kind of bugs me a little bit. And I think, I just smiled. They couldn't smile back. But you have to think, I don't know what's going on in their head. And I'm going to continue to smile at people. I'm going to continue to say hi to them. And I'm not going to worry about how they respond. Because you know what? That little smile I give them is contagious. And it's reciprocal. It's making me feel good that I gave them. And I know that maybe that one little smile is exactly what they needed to cheer them up for that day. And although they didn't smile back at me, maybe they're going to take that smile and give it to somebody else. They're going to give it to a couple of people, and those people are going to give it to even more people and more people. That's what it's all about, is doing that goodness, leaving my life behind me better than when I entered into it. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Because if we can do that, if we can talk positively about the companions we've had in the past, about the people we meet on the street, the companies, the careers, the education that we've had, man, what an incredible world we would have. Lastly, is what about the conversations that we're having with ourselves? Too often, we're our worst critic. We knock ourselves. We say we could do better. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I succeed? I should have done this. What I want you to do is end every night on a positive note. Look back at the things that happened in the past, all those negative things, and find those silver linings. Fill your head with positive memories. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm telling you one thing, the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. From now on, I want you to be able to look back every once in a while and say, I left the world cleaner. I left the world with positive memories. I left my campsite, my community, my conversations, my companies, my companions better than when I first found them. Just something for you to think about. I'm Marty Jalove with Master Happiness, reminding you that you have the power to go out there and make someone smile. So go ahead and do it. Bye-bye.